Right. Hello and welcome back to the the FCS Football Channel. And today we have won our opening game of the Premier League season. What was the score? 5-1. 5-1. What a performance. And look, I mean, some of you are already getting involved in the live chat, and that is great to see, and I thank you for that. If we go back to the live chat, we are winning the league. All our folks, world class. Paul Pogba was world class, and he was. I mean, look, obviously we'll get into the player ratings, but we've just beat Leeds 5-1, and we know Leeds are a good team. Now, look. We were saying it in the watch along. Yes, we did beat Leeds, what was it, 6-2 last year. So in that sense, it's a downgrade. But look, that today it's a platform. It's a platform to kick on from. And look, from the opening games of the season, Leeds was always for me the hardest game. And we've beat them. And we've beat them convincingly. That's the main thing as well. We haven't just beat them. We've beat them convincingly. We've absolutely smashed them as well. That's encouraging. We should all be happy about that. Pogba was world class. This is why we don't sell Pogba to get money. Look. Look, let's talk about Paul Pogba. Because, look, he's fantastic, Paul Pogba, on his day. And today he was fantastic. He was world class. But what we can say about Pogba consistently is, at times he hasn't come through for us, and secondly, today he's not playing in his natural position, or the position you would say is his natural position. He's a central midfielder, and we're playing him out on the left. When we have Rashford back, when we have Sancho fully fit, Cavani back, we have Martial, we have Greenwood. He can't play on the left. He has to then move back into midfield. Is he able to play with a McTominay or a Fred or a Matic? And we get the best out of him? That's the question we have to ask. Because, look, with Pogba, we are certainly a better team when Pogba's at his best. But can we get a Paul Pogba at his best consistently for Manchester United? And that's the real question. No, they'll happen at tonight, mate. Don't worry about it. All the bonus points and that for fantasy will happen tonight. We need a holding midfielder so we can. I agree. Pogba was not defending today. I think Ollie allowed him to roam freely with Bruno. Exactly, and that's what I mean. We can't look. Simply, Pogba will not be able to play left wing all season. As great as he is there, and I think he is a better left winger than Marcus Rashford. At least the Rashford we've seen over the last season. I think Pogba is better, but we will go back to Rashford, won't we? So we have to sign someone to allow Pogba to play in that pivot like he does for France. Because we saw today, when we have a Paul Pogba at his very best, he is world class. And he's unstoppable. And he was today. He was absolutely sensational. Sensational. Hello, Fortnite Sweet. How are we? And look, I mean, we go to Southampton next game. And if we play like we did today, we'll beat them. Easy. And I think we'll only get better. If you look at that bench, Heaton won't play. Dallo Williams won't play. Matic, I think if he starts with Van der Beek, we're probably a better footballing side. And when look, McTominay and Fred, well, especially McTominay played really well today. I think if he goes to Matic and Van der Beek next game, we're able to play better football, and we probably more convincing a game. Well, I think it'd be better for us the Southampton game with Van der Beek and Matic than we would be with McTominay and Fred. Sancho and Martial to come in. Both of them, if they're at their best, they're world class. Time for Chris Palace to win later to make this a perfect day. Palace needs to win. Norwich needs to win. Man City needs to lose. Tottenham needs to win tomorrow. But look, we're top of the league. 5 goals to 1. And what I will say, it was a world class performance. We absolutely smashed them. Look, Leeds play in a unique way, so you don't expect Leeds to play like this in the next game. Well, Man United to play like this in the next game and win 5-0. But in a way, that gives me a bit of confidence in the sense that, look, we thoroughly deserve to win this game. And we played as a team that none of us were really happy with. We didn't play this team against Everton when we blew them away. We've now blown Everton away. And yes, that the Everton game was a pre-season, and Leeds, back-to-back games playing 2 different sides. So it suggests that we are a bit tactically versatile. We know when to play a Van der Beek and a Matic together, and then in games where we're like this Leeds game, we can go back to a McTominay and Fred that played all of last season together, and all of a sudden we can also smash Leeds. And look, for me, if we go over to our games, this was the hardest game for a while. I mean, let me read the chats before we do that. Bruno hates well. You can't hear you all from all that cheering. Guys, no one will score 4-0 today or tomorrow. So top of the table, guarantee for us. I wouldn't say that too yet, mate. What I would say is Liverpool versus Norwich, that there is capable of being a lot of goals. NG, do we have Bruno haters in the club if they hate the club? I mean, somehow we do have Bruno haters. I think some people mistake criticising Bruno as being a Bruno hater, but we certainly do have people like the moron that is Rants Bants who hates Bruno Fernandes. Like, if you like him, that's your opinion. I think he's a moron. He's like, he hates Bruno. He thinks Luke Shaw's rubbish. We have idiots. And a lot of them, it's not like, I think secretly they might like Bruno, but it's in public they can't accept being wrong, and then they just hate Bruno because of it. To be fair, Leeds were not with their proper centre backs by CDM. No, they're the centre backs. They just didn't have Calvin Phillips. Right, so if we go over to what our matches that we've got to come in the next the next few days or next couple of weeks. There we go. So look, so next up, let's actually look at Man United games, please. So you look at our next game. So we go to Southampton. We should win that game. Southampton last year came what, 16th? I expect to win that game. And I expect to win it fairly comfortably. Wolves, I expect to win. Newcastle, you have to win. West Ham, I expect to win. Aston Villa, I expect to win. Although they're going to be good, I think we should beat them. If we're wanting to win Premier League titles, we have to beat Villa. And then Everton. Look, I think that's the start of a difficult run of games. But look, we blew Everton away in pre-season. Why can't we do the same? Leicester will be hard. Liverpool hard. Spurs hard. Man City will obviously be very hard. We get a bit of a break for Watford after what's it called? An international break. That's it. Then we play Chelsea and Arsenal in very close proximity. We play Chelsea, Arsenal, and Palace in the space of a week. I expect some of them games to be moved. So like the Man United Chelsea game might be moved, or the Arsenal game might be moved. Oh, that's the wrong screen. There we go. They did not have Diego Llorente. Yeah, I mean, yeah, to be fair, they didn't have Llorente, but what's that? That's still what... They've still got majority of their normal defence. Mate, I'm coming home where my heart lies, working on my view, hopefully Liverpool game. Come on, my guy! Come on! Yeah, I agree. We need to win all our games until Leicester. And look, I think anything but that is a massive disappointment because I think we've shown we are versatile. We can play with a more attacking and ball dominant defensive midfield pivot, and we can also play like we did today with more of a counter attacking pivot. And if we go to the stats of today's game, I mean, no, that's the wrong thing I want to get rid of. There you go. So look, Leeds had more possession. It was 50-50, but we know how good Leeds are on the ball. We accepted that we're not going to dominate the ball in this game, but we were great and quality on the counter-attack. 16 shots, 8 on target. We absolutely obliterated them. Obliterated them. So I think in the last two games, obviously the Everton pre-season game and today, we have proven that we are more than capable of playing in two different styles, and that can only be a positive. Yes, we want to be dominating the ball in most games, but that's not going to happen every time. And if we can play in both ways, brilliant. Do you see Sancho starting against Southampton? I think he should. Too bad we stopped attacking right after Sancho came in. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. But look, let's get into the player rating. So David De Gea, what are we thinking for David De Gea? I'm going to give De Gea a 6. 6 or I'll give him a 7. I usually give goalkeepers a 7 if he gets a clean sheet. He didn't, but I thought he played well. Solid, yeah, 7 or 8. Credits to Ollie for picking McFred plus Pogba instead of Matic and Van der Beek, who says, exactly, that's what I mean. That's what I mean by we've shown we can be versatile. I think Ollie, look, we'll get to Ollie and his rating, but I think Ollie deserves a lot of credit today. So Wan-Bissaka, 7 or an 8 for me. I think Jack Harrison started out on the left-hand side. I can't think of him doing anything. I'm going to give Wan-Bissaka an 8. That's a dodgy 8. 8. Maybe I'm being nice with an 8, but 8. Lindelof, I'm going to give him a 6. I think with Lindelof, at times you look good, but I was still nervy with him. You guys are saying 7s. Is that for Lindelof? If it is, maybe. I'm thinking 6.5, 7 for Lindelof. 6.5, 7. I'll give him a 6. I'm still nervy. Come on. Yeah, you know what? Yes, I forgot he got an assist. 7. Yeah. You've convinced me, guys. You've convinced me. 7. Yeah, I mean, look, at times I think he's still a bit nervy. I remember Bamford got in front of him once. But yeah, 7's alright. He got the assist as well. I think Maguire, he played well. I'll give him a 7. Maybe a 7.5. Yeah, he played well. Was fairly dominant. He was good. 7.5 for Maguire. Yeah. We'll give him 7.5. Luke Shaw, I'm gonna give Shaw a 7. I think he played. He was all right. He wasn't at his very, very best. But when I can't think of much coming down his flank really either. He was all right. I don't think he was as good as Wan-Bissaka was today. I think, you know what? I'm gonna give him a 7.5. I think he was better than Lindelof. Probably on par with Maguire, maybe slightly less. McTominay, First half, he was absolutely unbelievable. Came off. A week of training is enough for Varane to start. I think, yeah, Varane should be starting next game. I'm going to give McTominay a 9. Look, I'm going to throw it out there. I thought he was absolutely unbelievable, McTominay. I can't think of many misplaced passes. Winning the ball so often. I thought he looked good going forward. Really good performance. And look, this might, for me giving McTominay a 9 might be because, look, I usually slate him and say he's played badly and whatever. So it might be me trying to be like, oh, I usually say he's been awful. Today he's played well. So it might be an actual 8, but I'm going to put it up to 9 because I'm being nice. Kind of that unconscious bias sort of thing. And I don't want to be biased. So I'm over-exaggerating maybe. But I think McTominay played really well. I think when Matic came on, I think Matic is better than McTominay, but I thought we took a step down. I think that's fair. 9. Fred, 6 at a max. Average, not great. Disappointing, really. Dan James, I'm going to give him a 5. With Dan James, I think what we have in Dan James is a player that gives everything. He can get into some dangerous positions. But then, when he gets into them dangerous positions, that's when it all goes to shit, because he has a poor first touch. His passing isn't good enough at times, and he can't finish to save his life. So 5. Bruno, 10. Man of the match. Hat-trick. He looked back to his very, very best today, Bruno Fernandes, and that's a compliment in within itself. What can you say? I'm giving Bruno a 10. I can't think of anything really he could have done much better. Hat-trick. Didn't get an assist. Yeah, sure. Is that really a big deal? And he's absolutely unbelievable, Bruno Fernandes. And how some of our fan base can call him awful, can say he's terrible, is beyond me. Look, sometimes he has bad games. Sometimes he should play better. Sure. But to call him crap, I will never understand. He is world class. And he needs to be treated properly this season. Because I think at the end of last season, he was running to the ground, playing every single minute of every single game. This season, if he gets used properly, he can and will be world class, and will be up there for top goal scorer, will be up there for top provider, will be up there for everything, because he is absolutely world class. Paul Pogba, I'll give him a 9.5. That's a terrible 9. 9.5. 4 assists, more than he got the whole of last season, I believe. Brilliant. I said he should play on the left. He did, and he's brilliant there. I honestly think he's world class. And look, the problem we have with Pogba is he doesn't seem to be trusted. Well, I don't think he fits Manchester United under Ollie. I don't think we have a proper DM. I don't think we have a proper DM to accommodate for Paul Pogba in the pivot. And we're never not going to play Rashford when he's fit. Which means we have a position with Pogba where can he play? Will he play all the time? Because while he is world class, your what's it called? Your shape is more important. And if we don't have a proper defensive midfielder to keep shape with a Pogba in the pivot, can you rely on him? It's same sort of with Van der Beek in the pivot. We need a defensive midfielder. It's so obvious. And look, if we can get a defensive midfielder, or we can keep Matic fit for the season, sure, Pogba can probably play in the pivot, or definitely can play in the pivot. It's just, can we do it? Can we get a player that will allow him to do that? Pogba is hot. Heated. He's unbelievable, isn't he? No, totally agree with you. Yeah. I'm glad you do. A Greenwood, I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was fantastic today. Not quite a 9. I thought there was points here and there. Like, I think his hold-up play isn't as great as I think what we saw from Martial when he came on at times. I thought he played really well, though. I'm not complaining about how Greenwood played. He was absolutely fantastic. And on the bench, I don't think they played long enough to get anything more than 6s, really. Ollie, 9. The only thing that really stopped Ollie from getting a 10 maybe today was probably leaving Fred on as long as he did and leaving Dan James on for as long as he did. I think he got it spot on, and I think the whole Ollie in, Ollie out. Look, you guys can have your opinion. I think Ollie. I'm on the fence with Ollie. I think at times he shows he's not good enough. But at times he shows he's one of the best, and I wouldn't want anything more from him. So I'm always on the fence with Ollie. But today he showed absolute class, and he's shown he's a top manager, or he has the ability, because he was strong. Everyone all season long has hated on McTominay and Fred playing together, and Ollie knows that. Let's be real here. Everyone knows. Ollie knows that United fans don't like the Mc-Fred partnership. But does he let that affect him? No, he doesn't. He knows them two will be great against Leeds today, and they were. That is a sign of a strong manager. That's something, look, we see from Pep, from Klopp. Even when potentially the fans might not like a decision, might not like a certain player playing all the time, a strong manager sticks to his guns and plays them. And that's what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has done today. And it's worked. Look, if it didn't work, then we would be criticising him. Saying, look, we told you, you're a prat, you're this, you're that, you're the other. He got it bang on today. And like I said, the only thing that stops him from being a 10 is Dan James playing for as long as he did. Not giving Sancho more time. What do you think of Sancho? Sancho didn't really get much of the ball today. He came, I mean, I can't remember who said it. Who said it? Fazil said, too bad Sancho came on when the game was done and we kind of stopped attacking, and he's right. Sancho came on when the game was done and we kind of just knocked it around. We were just seeing the game out at that point, and so we didn't really we weren't really creating anything. So I don't think you can say Sancho played badly. Sancho, look, we'll see the best of Sancho against Southampton if he starts. The game had stopped by the time Sancho and Martial came on. Exactly. They both came on just to get some minutes in their legs and just to help see the game out, because I think Martial is a better player for trying to see games out than Greenwood as a striker. Like I said, his hold-up plays better, which is something important for a striker. What trophies do you think we can win this season? I think we can win an FA Cup. I think we can win a Carabao Cup. I think we can potentially win a Champions League, to be honest. I don't think we can win a Premier League. And look, this is why I hold this opinion. With winning the Premier League, with winning the Premier League, you have to be consistent over 38 games. I think you have to win pretty much every single game. And for me, you don't do that without having a proper defensive midfielder. With the Champions League and cup competitions, a bit of luck and you can get to a final. Or at least a semi-final. For example, I mean, obviously, we'll do it when the Champions League draws get done. We'll watch that. We could get an easy draw in the Champions League. We could get an easy knockout round, then quarter-final. Semi-final, yes, we'll probably play something difficult. But at that point, you're 2 wins away. You're potentially 1 win away from winning a Champions League if you just get the right draws. Same can be said about the FA Cup. We come into it in the third round. A couple of easy runs against Colchester's, and then all of a sudden we're in a quarter final. What, 3 wins away from a final. Cup competitions, I more than believe we are capable of winning if we play at the best. Because what I would say, and what I've been pretty certain on for the last couple of years, we are a team that bottles big games. Let's hope we don't do it again this year. Man of the match shared by Pogba and Bruno, according to me. I mean, everyone's entitled to your opinion, and like it says there, I want to know your guys' man of the match. I think you give it to Bruno because I think he was fantastic and got a hat trick. Realistically, he was brilliant. Pogba, the only reason that probably stopping him from getting a 10, I think he is somewhat at fault for the Leeds goal. Not closing down Ayling, not being back, and in that left wing position where you expect him to be. So I look, even if I gave both 10, which I think quite easy could have happened, I would have gave Bruno man of the match if I had to pinpoint somebody because he scored a hat trick. But look, Paul Pogba was absolutely unbelievable. If we think of the Premier League, we need to forget about the FA Cup and Carabao. If we do good in the Premier League and concentrate in the Champions League. Look, with our current squad, the big problem is we only have Matic as a proper defensive midfielder. That is not enough to go win a Premier League title and compete on all 5 fronts: Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Champions League, all 4 fronts. Sorry. So you have to prioritise, and if we prioritise the Premier League and the Champions League and the cups, we use McTominay and Fred. I'm fine with that. And then maybe when you start getting to the semi-finals, that's when you start bringing in and you start prioritising them cups. But I agree. At the moment, while we've only got one proper DM, I would be prioritising the Premier League and Champions League. Mate, it's not that I don't favour Bruno for man of the match. It's so shy that we need to keep... Look, to be honest, I don't think Paul Pogba's watching FSS Football's match reaction and thinking, I didn't get man of the match. Jesus Christ. I'm leaving. I think Pogba looks like he's enjoying his football, and that's the main thing. If he's enjoying his football, we're going to see the best out of Paul Pogba. Look, let's hope we can continue playing like this. We can dominate more games of football, and at the end of the season, well, come January, he's like, Man United, give me that new deal. I want to sign. I see where the club's going. I think signings of players like Varane will do just that. Hello, United family. Look, we are capable of doing a lot of things this season if we play like we did today. Be confident, because we looked quality today. It wasn't like I don't know, Southampton last year, where they had a man sent off and Southampton aren't great. Leeds are a very good team. Look, I mean, at the same time, Leeds aren't a team that plays similar to any other team. So don't expect the game to open up like it did in that second half. Again, we scored 3 or 4 goals in that second half. Don't expect that every game, but I thought we thoroughly dominated the game, and I think you bring in a Matic and a Van der Beek in that pivot, we've become a better footballing side, and we're capable of doing even more. Nice to see you after a long time. Catch up. See you soon. Happy weekend, mate. You too, mate. I mean, look, that is going to be where I end it, actually, as all you guys seem to be leaving anyway. If you have enjoyed, please do hit the like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. Guys, be happy. Manchester United are top of the league. We are top of the league. I say we are top of the league. Manchester United have beaten Leeds United 5-1. Bruno Fernandes, man of the match. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.